oh, trans kids can't play sports. Well, did you do sports in high school or
I did.
college? What sports did you play?
Basketball.
Right, basketball, you mentioned. What are some things you learned playing basketball outside of dribbling and shooting hoops?
Oh, dedication, hard work, teamwork, uh, getting good grades so
Yes,
you can play, not
exactly.
getting in trouble so you don't,
Accountability.
accountability. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I did sports through high school and
Hmm.
college as well. Those are all things I think of whenever I
I didn't
think
learn
of.
any of that shit, by the way. No, I was kidding. I'm like, no, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Did you do sports?
I did. I tried, but I was a quitter.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I was a
okay. You
quitter.
were an
I was like,
experimenter.
I was just afraid of being competitive. That's what it was. I didn't want to
It
hurt
wasn't your
anybody.
style.
I didn't want to get hurt. I didn't want to get anyone to hurt anybody or anybody to hurt me. So I was like, I liked one-on-one things. I like tennis.
Love that.
You know,
Love
but
that.
but the team
a
sports,
sport.
That's a sport
I
for
was
sure.
so afraid of letting people down. So
That's hard.
I just had a real.
That's hard.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, are
All of
you?
those things you learned.
I learned all those things. You learned those things being on a sports team. Are you a professional athlete today?
I am not.
Neither am I. And I think that's usually how it ends up for most kids who start playing soccer at age 5. You know, they're on their club team. Maybe they play sports through school and college. But in terms of these like concerns about, trans women taking the opportunities of cis women at the Olympics, at the highest levels of sports, it's just, why would you disenfranchise the thousands, potentially millions of young children who will become better citizens by playing on a sports team with a policy that doesn't really benefit society as a whole and targets a very specific group of people that just don't need to be targeted?
Also, can I just say, like, to sort of add to what you're saying, like, look, I like basketball. I like, kid sports. It's adorable. Even all the way up to college stuff. It's adorable. And I hope that this is met with the sentiment that I intend it with. And it's okay if it's not. People are listening, watching, whatever. But I'm sorry. The stakes are not that fucking high. It's a sport. Get the fuck over yourselves. Like, this person is doing it for the same reason that you're doing it. They love the sport. They love the sportsmanship. They love the team, the camaraderie, the bonding, the friendship, the responsibility, all of the stuff that you said earlier. No one is doing this to outdo or worse, to be in a locker room and be perverse. It's like the only people that are being perverse about that are the adults. No, and so there's a part of me that's like, I'm sorry, your college sports, even the stakes are not even that high. And this is probably, I don't even know the stats, but aren't people who are going to play pro sports plucked before that who are going to go pro? Like, isn't it a high school student who has demonstrated extreme athleticism beyond their, siblings on the court or in the field or whatever, that they are so outstanding that they are usually plucked before that? Like, so no one is going to take your Olympic trial from you because they were born with, different genitalia than you. And that, that somehow they're going to outdo you and get a spot in the Olympics that you are somehow not going to get. That is not the case. It is truly about policing trans people's bodies and policing the existence of trans people. It has zero to do with sports. Because of those, there are no stakes in which those 10 NCAA athletes that are out there, 10 in this country,
Out of 500,000 approximately.
10 are not one of those are taking a spot on an Olympic team or a professional team from you. Sorry, that's not the issue. It is truly about policing trans people's existence and where they are allowed to be in this world. And, male spaces are predominantly, sports are male spaces, period. Even when women are playing the sports, it is men who's deciding if they're on TV. It is, it is the majority. It's just still men's spaces. So it is men's control over where trans people get to exist. Anyway.
I will build on that in that it's controlling trans bodies and women's
Yeah,
bodies in
absolutely.
particular,
Absolutely. Yep.
because this argument of like, real women, cis women are going to lose out. Well, also though, it's cis women, trans women who are going to be forced to be examined before they can play a sport. Like there's not nearly as much concern about examining the men to make sure they have dicks or not, but to see if they can play. So it's just I think a very much a policing of trans bodies and
Yeah.
another attack on women's bodies as
Absolutely.
well.
I agree. Yeah.